Welcome, and thanks so much for coming tonight. I want to congratulate you on making your health and that of your family a priority. You might be surprised to hear that Americans spent more money on fast food last year than they did on education, and that 50% of American dinners are fast food. You might not be surprised to hear that on days that fast food is consumed, whole grains, dairy, vegetables, and fruits are consumed in lesser quantities than on days when fast food is not consumed. As a wife, mom, student that has a part-time job and an internship, I am more than familiar with the challenges that come with eating a healthy diet and living a healthy lifestyle. We are all trying to balance work, family, school, and more. And so eating healthy can be a challenge. But I would suggest that by taking 4 simple steps, we can all be eating healthier and living a healthier lifestyle, and at the same time being better stewards of our time and money. By number 1, choosing healthier foods. Number 2, making that shopping list and sticking to it. Number 3, prepping grab-and-go snacks in advance. And number 4, cooking and freezing meals once a month. We can all be eating healthier. The first one of these things that I'd like to address is choosing healthier foods. Diets rich in whole grains, lean proteins, fruits, and vegetables, as well as low-fat dairy, are all beneficial. Whole grains provide fiber, micronutrients, vitamin E, and folic acid. These are all important to a healthy diet, and they actually lower the risk of cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. Another thing we need to eat more of are lean proteins such as chicken and fish and low-fat dairy. If we prepare these with healthy cooking methods such as steaming, roasting, and poaching, we can benefit from that sustainable energy and building our muscle mass. Another way that we can eat healthier is eating plenty of fruits and vegetables. Go for that 5 or 6 a day. That's easier to accomplish if you have plenty on hand, and then you try to include at least 2 in each meal. One thing that I do is I will steam and mash cauliflower and toss it with some low-fat cheese and serve that in lieu of mashed potatoes, and then I'll serve an additional vegetable as well. That's one way that I try to incorporate some more fruits and vegetables into our diet. Another way is to make sure you have plenty of fresh fruit on hand and washed and in bowls and easy to reach and eat. Up your consumption of those fruits and vegetables. But doing that requires having plenty on hand and plenty on your shopping list. Which brings us to the second step in eating healthier, and that's making a shopping list and sticking to it. Before heading out to the store, gather up your recipes and get your menus together. Doing this on a regular basis will cut back on overspending on convenience items and unhealthy choices. I try to keep my family's favorite recipes on hand when I'm putting together my shopping list. Be sure that that list is all encompassing, that every possible thing that you might need is on that list. And make it considering all of the meals that your family will be eating throughout the week. By sticking to your list and buying only what's on it, you'll avoid buying those unhealthy convenience foods. They're actually strategically located throughout the store. Beat the system. Oftentimes, these foods are located at the checkout or within the middle of the store. By shopping the perimeter of the store, you are sure to be exposed to healthy, whole, fresh foods, rather than these high-priced packaged convenience foods. This can be a little more challenging for those of us with children. I know oftentimes mine want to buy the things they think their friends bringing to school or things that they see on TV. So I get them on my team. And you can keep them on your team by giving them a task. I give them a list of their own so that they can check off our purchases. By partnering with my family on the shopping, they're more excited about eating the snacks and the foods that we have on hand at home. Which brings us to the third step to eating healthier, and that's prepping those grab-and-go snacks ahead of time. In between meal snacks pack on extra fat and calories, when instead they could be opportunities for including more healthy foods in our diet. By keeping those bowls of fruit washed and ready to eat, veggies cut, and raw nuts and seeds on hand, we can eliminate the temptation for grabbing those high-fat, high-calorie processed foods for snacks. Some favorites at my house are apples cut and dipped in peanut butter, and some of our own trail mixes. I kind of get everybody in on the fun and let them pick out their favorite nuts and dried fruits, and so they make their own. While prepping these healthy snacks is one step in the right direction to eating healthier and avoiding those convenience foods, prepping meals in advance will do you one better. And that brings us to our fourth step. The fourth step to eating healthier is cooking those meals once a month. We've all been there at 6 o'clock. We're leaving work, we're tired, we're hungry, we have a family to feed, and we have no idea what's for dinner. We have a couple different choices. We could go out to eat that night and spend too much money on high-calorie, high-fat food. We can stop by the grocery store and be faced with the same dilemma of many others while we're trying to grab that convenience meal that is higher in fat and calories and higher in price. Or we can go home and spend time with our families while dinner is heating in the oven. While this is probably one of the most challenging steps, it is easily the most rewarding. Many of us do struggle at the dinner hour when we're trying to plan our dinner menu after a full day of work, and we're tempted to just grab something on the way home. This often sabotages any good choices that we've made throughout the day. But by planning and cooking and freezing several meals a month, we can avoid these last-minute poor decisions as far as our food choices are concerned. For me, this has done wonders in my household. My kids actually help on cooking day, and so it's become a family activity. So not only do we spend more time then, and we're excited about what we're eating, and I'm less stressed during the week trying to figure out what's for dinner. I'm also available to help with homework or just hang out and spend some time while dinner is already prepared and heating in the oven. I tend to take this to the full extent as a student. The beginning of the semester, I pack the freezer full of meals, and with dinner invitations and leftovers, and on the occasions that my husband cooks, we can easily eat for 2 months or more. Healthier choices are made, and we are better stewards of our time and our money. I hope that you can see that these 4 steps can be accomplished with the information that I've provided and the practical ways that I've shown you. I have practiced them in my own family. Make these practices your own, though. Consider your family's schedule, tastes, and habits. Eating healthier can be accomplished by just taking these 4 simple steps. Choosing healthier foods, making and sticking to that shopping list, prepping grab-and-go snacks in advance, and 4th, cooking and freezing those meals once a month. With a little planning and organization, we can all be eating healthier and living a healthier lifestyle while being better stewards of our money and time. Some of eating healthier will be creating new habits and expanding the horizons of our taste buds, but the way you look and feel will be noticeable, and the rewards will be lasting. Thank you so much.